Today I want to tell you about someone in the Bible who was dealing with some of this. Someone in the Bible who was dealing with some of these issues of struggling, of belonging and loneliness. And the reason this person was struggling with these issues is because she had lived a life of community and connection for a few years, but all of a sudden it was ripped from her. All of a sudden it was taken from her and completely destroyed in her life. And she's dealing right now with a deep sense of pain and a deep sense of loneliness in life. And all she really needed was a place to belong. She knows that she's going to have to figure things out, but she says, I'm going to figure them out next week, or maybe the next week. I'm just going to sit here and be with Jesus a little bit and grieve. Jesus has only been gone a couple of days, and she doesn't have it figured out yet. Then, to her horror, something happened. To her horror, something happened. And when she gets to where Jesus is supposed to be buried, Jesus isn't there. Jesus isn't there, and she knows he's supposed to be there, and it would be like you arriving, you just buried your loved one, and you go there the next day to try to just maybe lay flowers or reflect on what's happened at the graveyard, and to your horror and surprise, somebody has dug the hole back up, and there's nothing there. There's no casket, no body, no vault, nothing there, and immediately she assumes what you would assume. Somebody's stolen the body. Somebody has stolen Jesus' body. And so she runs to a place where some of the other people were staying. She runs to the place where some of Jesus' other followers were staying. She runs there and she starts to tell them what's happening. And so Peter and another one of the disciples, a guy, we probably think this is John actually, they go to check on things themselves. They run and they confirm that what Mary said is true. That Jesus' body isn't there, that he really isn't there. They see some burial clothes that are still there, but there's no body there. It's just missing, and these cloths just kind of hanging out there. The body is gone, and it's hard to imagine what they must be thinking. They don't really know what's going on, so they just leave and return to the place where they're staying. But I'm interested in Mary because she doesn't run off. She doesn't want to leave. She wants to cling to the presence of Jesus. She wants to try to be there. She wants to do something. She can't bring herself to leave. Her whole world has been shattered. Her place and her person of belonging is gone. She doesn't know what comes next, and her grief is made worse because it appears that somebody has stolen Jesus' body, and so she just cries. She doesn't know what else to do. She just cries. You and I already know the good news that Jesus has risen from the grave. We get to know something here that Mary doesn't yet know, even though she's in this presence. But her grief is so real that she can't bring herself to see it, perhaps, that nobody has stolen the body. In fact, a great miracle, the greatest reversal of all time has occurred. Jesus is alive. And while Jesus had been killed at the hands of man, death could not hold him. This is what the reader that you and I get to know at this time, this hope that we proclaim at Easter. But Mary doesn't know it yet. Mary doesn't know it yet. She's still hurting. She is still confused. But that's about to change. And it changes with one word. It all changes when Jesus speaks her name, Mary. Her grief, her loneliness, her anger, it's gone when Mary hears her name from the one that promises to bring her ultimate hope.